Welcome to a new entry for unboxing with my Yeti and my favorite beverage, coffee. Thanks to Kilroy was here. So the game we're going to look at today is something I recently got. Battle of Midway, 1942 AD. That's good to know. And the reason we have that year there is it's from Turning Point Simulations, where they did, I think they started with a book based on greatest battles of history, and they made a game for each. This is chapter 19 of 21, so there's two more battles after this one, but obviously the Battle of Midway was a big a big battle here in World War II. Actually turned the Pacific War around. The Japanese lost pretty much all their first-line carriers in the battle. So this game has been out for a little bit of time already, but I piqued my interest. I saw some playthroughs online that I listened to, and it looks like it's solo playable. That's what I liked. The other thing I got from playthroughs was there's a naval portion, and then there's a potential optional land portion, and it's not supposedly too hard. Okay. Vicksburg. Yeah, Midway was never questioned as a critical battle. U.S. was able to destroy the Japanese Kido Butai. I'm not reading that. I think that's how you pronounce it. June 3/6th, June 3rd to 6th, air versus ship versus land, surface, submarine, seaplanes, and more, with high replayability. 176 counters, a mounted map, variant game island map, that must be this, and 12 pages of rule. Skill level medium, right? So let's go ahead and open this up here. Looks like standard Against the Odds magazine's packaging. I think these two companies work together. I'm not quite sure of the relationship. I did recently open the box for their Bradley and Monty's D-Day. Can't wait to get those on the table. I mean, so many games, not enough time. I keep repeating here. Alright, so we got the shrink off. Let's open this thing up, move the Yeti, move the knife, and let's take a look. Okay, we got a wrapper here. Yeah, I think that's just the wrapper. I'll just do it like that. And rules of play. Okay, there's the table of contents right there. Just looking at that, we've got intro, components, sequence of play, spotting phase. This is what I'm hoping for, not the traditional. I grew up with the Avalon Hill Midway. I remember plotting it. It's, sitting down, trying to do our rules commentary. But from the playthroughs I saw here, you're not doing hidden movements, so it is potentially solo friendly. Naval and air, how you spot, operations, the battle board, airstrike combat, damage levels, and recovery. Optional rules. B-17 spotting fighter airstrikes, expeditionary forces. Special rules. Oh, looks like there's a little crunch here. So let's look at the counters, then we'll come back to the rules here. Big counters. Big counters. Big counters. Looks like surface ships are in groups. Carriers are individuals. We have aircraft squadrons, battleships. There's the Yamamoto, the Chitos, destroyer, cruiser, air wings for each of the carriers. Yep, Enterprise, Hornet. Got some Midway, based on Midway, I would imagine. Yorktown, task force markers, 3 American carriers. And we've got some reduced size too. Smoke, fire. Okay, nice. They look appealing. So let's go on to, oh, what's this? Oh, wait. Okay, cut here. Got some more air groups. Wasp. I don't know, are they simulating having the Wasp carrier here? I don't see it. Okay, almost missed those. Glad I didn't. Moving on, the American deployment chart. Let's put this over here. Okay, turn record, task force markers, victory points. I know there's more here. Oh, it's another chart. Oh, here's the mini game. This is for invading. It's only one page. Interesting. Japanese, and they can get naval support, etc. Okay, and that's it. So we have the American deployment, the mini game. This is going to be a mounted map. That's an interesting idea that they mount. Oh, it's a foldable one. Yes, this is mounted. Of course, I'm going to have to scan it, but pretty small. There's Midway. Guess the Japanese come here. The U.S. is coming from here. And don't know what these are. These can be related to the battles. Okay, so that's nice. Not a big footprint, obviously. I mean, it looks like for the game you need that, and at least this deployment going on here. You didn't need that. Here is a paper map of invading. Okay. Oh, there we go, Japanese deployment. So each side gets their deployment. You got to put those out too. That's okay. There we go. Nice. These will be easy to scan the map. Oh, and here's your standard pocket game, or postcard game. Channel Dash must be the Gneisenau and the Scharnhorst. Making a run. There. Okay. Got a number of these. And then their ubiquitous counter trays. We'll see. A good number of dice, actually. 4d6. Not bad. So let's bring it on back here. This looks good. Mounted map. I think this is scannable, though. Yeah, it should be no problem. Yep, this is all scannable. Counters, not too many. Let's look at the rules now. Components. Gonna have to spend a court and concepts. Spotting, task forces. A lot of information here on the counter, looks like, for each of these. Sequence of play. That's the first one. Can I spot at both sides? Spotting die rolls on enemy task forces. They're just flipped to their spotted side. So it looks like you generally know where they are, if I understand this. And then you just have to roll spotting rolls. And then the ops phase. Spotting, ops. Movement, air combat, surface combat. That's it. Recovering spotted marker removal and end phase. So maybe you have to respot them each time. Yeah. Air and naval unit deployment. There's your spotting. Players may attempt to spot enemy units. Roll for each TF on 1d6. On a 1 or 2, it's spotted. That's it with DRMs. Pretty straightforward. Knight, Ardor, within 4 hexes of a carrier or midway of the opposing player, -1. 3 hexes of a task force with cruisers or battleships, -1. 3 hexes of a U.S. with radar-equipped carrier, -1. Enemy sub nearby. All DRs are the same. Then movement of how many times? I don't think they move very far. Maybe 1 or 2 hexes a turn. Then movement of air units, and they have to return to base at the end. Air waves. Oh, you can have them come in on waves. Reactivate them. Ferry missions. Battle board. Okay, this is separate from the main board. You're moving to the battle board and you have combat. Then you have movement on the battle board. Airstrike, cap, anti-air, airstrikes. 6 rounds battle board. Yeah. I'm having a feeling that's only if you have surface combat. Yeah, ship range is primary. 3 columns. Okay. I think that's what was on the side of that map there. So that's for surface there. Combat Air Patrol, AAA, and winning the game. 8 pages. 8 pages, not bad. Special units, though. Okay, so it adds a little more. I don't think these are optional. So we do have a little bit more. Submarines, seaplane bases, Midway airfield. Damage of ships, special units, surprise. And you got a historical game. Invasion game, that's the Defiant stand, if you want to do it. Optional rules, nice. For fighter airstrike, spotting, etc. And 36 additional for basing on Midway once the island was taken. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, this looks doable. Definitely worth a try. The only limiting factor I have right now, and again I haven't checked Tabletop Simulator, is there is no Vassal mod for this. But there's nothing out of the ordinary here to make one. Even the battle board, even the main map, I think I can do 2 scans and put them together. So this one is prime for a Vassal mod too. So that looks interesting. A playable Midway. Bring back memories of Avalon Hills Midway, except you're not doing that kind of complex battleship routine where you're trying to hunt down the other one. They've kind of simplified that. So this looks good. I'm going to add this to the queue of the ever-growing list, but I've also got to make a Vassal mod out of this. This one may be easier than the Island of Death I started, so maybe I'll record making the Vassal mod for this one too, since it should go a little faster. So anyway, I think we're good, and this was a good review here. Nice 12 minutes. So if you like this review, please click like. Comments appreciated. If you've played the game and have comments, let me know. And if you want to know when the next one comes, please click subscribe. So thanks again for listening to, shamelessly stealing somebody else's way of doing things, and unboxing with the Yeti. Okay, have a good day.